G'day friends! Today I want to share with you guys the most effective technique I've found for myself to realign my pubic symphysis. And for those of you guys who don't know where the pubic symphysis is, it's here. It's this joint here. And if you look closely on this skeleton, you can see that the pubic symphysis can misalign, you see, like it is right here in this skeleton. So, because the only thing that's holding this pubic symphysis together is ligaments and muscles, okay? And it's flexible, okay? And like I said, the other joint in the pelvis that misaligns is the sacroiliac joints, okay? Now, probably the most popular video on my channel is where I show you guys how I realign my sacroiliac joints, okay? Which I use a foam roller to do, okay? But actually, I just want to say that these days I actually use this UPVC pipe. It's just slightly got a larger diameter than the foam roller. I find that this actually works better to realign the sacroiliac joints. It's about 160 centimeters external diameter, okay? I just find just that extra bit of height helps realign the sacroiliac joints more effectively. Anyway, but getting back to the pubic symphysis, I've said in other videos, if you just realign the sacroiliac joints and not the pubic symphysis, you're only realigning half the pelvis and you will not get the benefits of realigning the sacroiliac joints, and they'll probably misalign much more easily if you haven't realigned the pubic symphysis, okay? So, in a previous video on my channel, which I'm going to delete because this is an updated video, I show you that I realign my pubic symphysis using this foam roller. So I showed you basically on the side, what I'm doing is I'm rolling over the pubic symphysis like this and sort of kneading it back into a more optimal level orientation, or more, more aligned. But it's okay, but the problem with that is, with this technique, is that I need a lot of weight. To realign the pubic symphysis, I need a lot of weight to go through that joint, okay, to sort of force a realignment through the joint, okay. Now when it works, but I think this other way is better, okay, after a bit more experimentation. But the problem with this, using the foam roller, is that like when I'm rolling, I am getting some weight, into here as well. So I'm not applying, as much force as I could directly into the pubic symphysis, okay? So I'll just show you my old technique. Now the other thing is that you need to be on really level ground when you do this. This ground is not level, but I'm just showing you the technique. But make sure you're on really level ground, like I said, when you try this, okay? But this is the old technique where I apply all the force through the pubic symphysis, rolling over the pubic symphysis to knead it back into a more realigned orientation, okay? But now, what I've found is more effective is, now before this, using the foam roller, I actually used to use one of these yoga blocks, and I used to use it on its end, okay? The other way, Rainy. And I used to just sort of get on it like this and roll up and down on the pubic symphysis. That was also very effective, but this just wasn't that stable, right? But actually, what I've been playing around more, and so I use two layers of yoga blocks. So I buy one of these. I can get 2 for $10 off eBay, okay? But I just sit them on top of each other like this. This is my latest, greatest, most effective technique, the technique I like to use the most. I put a double length of yoga blocks below just to provide more stability, and then I use one yoga block on top closer towards the front, okay? And I get on, basically, and I get on it and I apply force, all my body weight, as much body weight as possible, through the pubic symphysis, okay, and I roll my body up and down on the yoga block, okay. And the thing I like about this technique is, if I use the yoga blocks in this direction, most of the force does actually go through the pubic symphysis, and not onto, say, the ASIS, you know, it's not, the force is more applied to here as opposed to being distributed through the pelvis, you know, which is less effective when I'm using the foam roller. Okay, so what this looks like, I'll just show you a side view, is I get on it like this, and I roll my pubic symphysis over my pubic symphysis like this, and I go down. Sorry, I don't know if you can see me in the camera. I go down really low like this, and that sort of helps realign, improve the alignment up the top here, up the top there. Okay, so like this. Okay, so this is how I would do it. So I'm essentially kneading that joint back in to a more aligned orientation between the two sides. The bones on either side of the joint, okay? Let's show you the front on view. Like this, okay? All right, and that's how I do it, and yeah, it works really, really well. This worked okay. It definitely had a positive effect, but I feel that this is much more powerful because of the increased force that I can get through the actual pubic symphysis itself. Okay, it's less of a distributed force over the pelvis and more of a concentrated force onto the pubic symphysis, where the force is needed to induce a realignment in the pubic symphysis. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting, and I'll see you guys later.